Well, Northacre are the preeminent high-end residential developers in prime central London. We started in 1990 when the words prime central London actually didn't exist, and since then we've delivered more high-end homes than anyone else. We've got two exciting developments that have been in the making for quite some time. The first one is 1 Palace Street, which is a residential development of 72 apartments overlooking the gardens of Buckingham Palace, so probably our most unique scheme that we've ever done. And the second one is the Broadway, which is the former headquarters of New Scotland Yard. It's our first foray into mixed-use developments, which we think are the future. 258 units, when we're going to have also office space and retail on the ground floor. So it's a very exciting development that actually will reposition Westminster altogether and create a new, vibrant, new quarter in the center of it. I think at this point it's very difficult to forecast what the effects of this pandemic will be on the prime central London market, right? However, we have a few data points that we had just before the pandemic, and it showed that the market had incredibly strong pent-up demand. And that came on the back of a landslide victory in the elections and the fact that we had actually a date finally for Brexit. And all these things, I think, unlocked the demand that was there that hadn't really come through in the last 2 years. Well, we've always had interest from international buyers, and the interest was actually very strong just before the pandemic. But ultimately what we feel is that London will still be a safe haven. London's position in the world will not change, and international buyers will continue to come to London to buy high-end properties. I think the perception of our homes has changed quite dramatically in the last 2 months, right? We have never been a home longer than we have in this past period. And hence, I think we've really come to understand what we really want in a home. And I think that things have slightly changed. I think, the kitchen has come up as a much more prominent feature than it was. It was nearly a forgotten room. I think having a cocooned area from working from home, which I think is going to be the new norm going forward, and also an area where to exercise are definitely things that will be at the forefront of buyers, along with having spaces near green areas like parks, or having your own garden or a terrace yourself. And thankfully, we have actually been thinking about these things for the last, couple of decades. So we're really not going to be changing our homes very much. What I'm really looking forward post-lockdown is actually the delivery of our show flat from 1 Palace Street. And we've selected Natalia Meyer, an award-winning designer, full of flair, and what I like about it and why we selected her is because she's created an apartment that is full of the unexpected, fantastic objects, and it will be something completely different. And I'm so excited to see it all coming together. This has been 7 years in the making, so it's pretty exciting times.